Okay, hi, I'm David Olin from Sweden, and I'm here at Frankfurt Messe 2014 for Sonic State, which is a true pleasure. And I'm here to introduce you to the System 1.
So first news, it's got its own booth, right?
So yes, we have this very exclusive Aira booth right here. Of course, this is the day before, but still. Yeah, so we're on the DJ floor, so to speak.
So the thing about the System 1 is, you showed at a dance fair.
Yeah.
People have been going crazy for it, and this is the only one that we haven't been able to see yet, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So first question.
Yeah.
Pitch bend.
Yeah.
Yes or no?
It does have a pitch bend. It's just a little bit hidden. But actually, this scatter knob right here is actually also a pitch bend, so I can do this. So question answered.
That's excellent.
Yeah.
So what I'd love to hear is like a raw sawtooth and a bit of filter action, just so we can hear what's going on with the waves, if that's all right.
Absolutely. So here's the dry. A dry sawtooth on oscillator 1, and you can actually apply a bit of coloring to it as well to change its character right here.
Is that like a wave folding type of thing?
Yeah, yeah. So you can change the character that way, and of course there's as well the super saw there. So
let's have a listen.
Yeah, of course. So the super saw is right here, of course, and actually you can change sort of the detune factor of the super saw as well. So you can have it more clean. Sorry, I'll turn this down, oscillator down. There we go. Discrete and a lot wider. So there you go, the
cool.
super saw.
Are there other modulations available on other waves as well?
Yeah, there's cross modulation, there's ring modulation, and also oscillator sync.
Ah, cool.
Yeah.
Would it be possible to hear like what the filter is? Is it a multi-mode filter?
It's a low-pass filter and has a 12 dB and 24 dB setting.
So maybe we could have a sawtooth through the filter and give us a nice sweep.
Absolutely. Here we go. So you can hear how smooth this filter is. It actually shakes the whole booth.
Watch it, earthquake.
And we can change the mode to 12 dB.
So is that modelled on a specific filter, or is this its own filter type that we got in there?
Well, this is in the System 1 mode, so I would say it's its own filter. But if you import the plug-out synth, like a SH101, it will of course sound like an SH101 filter.
And have you had the opportunity to play with a plug-out synth yet?
Honestly, no. Yeah.
So another couple of things. Obviously, this keyboard is a slightly sort of lower travel, right? It's not got. Is it no velocity or off? So it's just a straight.
Yeah, it's actually not velocity sensitive, no, and it's designed to save space, so that's why it's a little bit flat, so you can easily take it on the road and things like that.
And what's the scatter approach on this? Because when we last saw it, it wasn't quite happening yet. So what does scatter do on the System 1?
Well, the scatter is basically an arpeggiator, and you can also apply the actual scatter effect to the arpeggiator, which means you increase or decrease the intensity of the arpeggio, but you're still keeping the tempo, so it doesn't go out of sync, even though you might increase it to like 32 notes and 64 notes, and it goes really fast and sort of scrambles the arpeggio.
Ah, so it modulates the timing against the clock.
Yeah, but when you release it, it will still be in sync, of course, in the tempo. So.
And we heard quite a lot of effects in the original demos.
Yeah.
What are the onboard effects exactly?
Well, the onboard effects is a reverb unit right here, then there's the delay, and there's also a bit crusher right there.
Okay.
Those are the onboard effects.
So we got two oscillators.
Yeah.
Sub-oscillator?
Yes, you have one sub-oscillator here, which you can change to -1 octave or -2 octaves right there.
That's a square. Well, let's have a listen then.
Yeah, okay. So, here's a dry square, and we apply some sub-oscillator to it. Now you have a -1 octave, and you can of course go -2.
Oops.
Yeah, and shake the booth again.
There goes the floor again.
Yeah.
So I noticed that the knob picks up from the program change.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, it saves every parameter change inside the patch.
And what we understand with the plug-outs is the parameters that will be inactive just be
Yes, that is correct. They will go out. So you, of course on the System 1 you have plenty of knobs, as you can see here, and many people ask why so many lights, and that's the reason, because when you import a plug out, such as an SH101, it doesn't have that many knobs. So the knobs you can't use, they will just go dark, so you can easily see which parameters you can change and which are not available in that current model.
So another thing I always like to hear on any synth is a bit of pulse width modulation, also the speed of the LFO as well.
All right, of course. Pulse width modulation you have here, right here. So you just choose the square wave and you change it like that.
Drop it a couple of octaves. What's the LFO rates like? Does it go up to audio, or is it where do we?
I'm sorry. Does it go up?
Does it go up to audio rates? The LFO.
Audio range.
Audio rates high, very high.
Oh yes, it goes very high. So let's apply maximum pitch LFO, for instance, and we can. Here's the rate. So it goes really fast.
Oh, nice. That's good.
Yeah.
So, any other features that perhaps we haven't heard about yet that you can let us know? What's the I/O capabilities? Let's see what we got here. We got control inputs. Do all of these transmit MIDI data as well? So, can you use it as a control surface also?
Yes, it does transmit and receive MIDI data. The control changes. A new feature is we have new waveforms as well. So there's not only just the super saw, but there's actually super square and super triangle as well. So it's of course the same principle as the super saw, but applied to respectively
can
square.
we take a listen?
Yeah, of course. So here's the super square. So it's really fat for like drum and bassy kind of sounds. Reminds me of some old Prodigy tracks. And also, yeah, super triangle. Same thing. So
it effectively doubles the waveforms up and does a kind of a detune across them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so the coloring knob controls the detuning of.
So you've had quite a lot of time, well, more time than anybody else.
Yeah, exactly.
So where do you think it really shines for you? What's the kind of the sound that you would kind of go, this is what it can do?
Well, I love all the sound engine in general because it's so clean. But also, I really like the Arpeggiator actually. So because of the scatter function. So maybe you want to hear a bit from the scatter. Because here's a normal super saw, for instance. And now the Arpeggiator is on, and I can increase the intensity of the scatter effect right here. So, and it has different algorithms, so they do things a little bit differently for each one. And you can see actually, you can also see some knobs light up here when I turn the scatter knob, which means those parameters will also be changing. For instance, here it also changes the high pass and the cutoff filter. So if I do this, it might be more obvious.
So it modulates.
Yeah, several things at the same time.
And are those assignable, or are they set in the patterns?
Actually, I cannot answer that at this moment. Sorry.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah.
So, how many memories have we got as well? That's the other thing we wanted to know.
Yeah. There's eight quick patch buttons right here, and then there's also the manual mode. So when you press the manual mode, you will hear exactly how the knobs are set. So it will be like it was pure mechanical, basically.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
And we're going to be seeing this in the summer, we think. Is that going to be?
What I heard last is around May. So
okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
soon. And have they decided yet which is going to be the first
Yes,
plug-outs?
SH101 is going to be the first one. That's already decided. The rest I cannot really answer at this point, sorry.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, my pleasure.